Villains and vigilantes, heroes and haters. Welcome to another episode of Heroes by the Pint. We are the glassy-eyed geeks, and we have a super special show coming your way. I'm your host, Matthew Ellis. Joining me is Ryan Brown.
The red trunks are back.
That's right. The red trunks are back. Why don't you hit them with the show rundown right out of the gate, man?
We're here at Secret Identity Comics, and we are so excited for Brian Michael Bendis' Action Comics 1000, kicking it off here at midnight.
We're counting down, buddy. 90 minutes.
Tomorrow's going to be rough. But I am so excited. Not for you, but for
Not
me.
As rough for me, no. I planned ahead, took the day off. You know, nothing says responsibility.
I'm a procrastinator, man. That's what it comes down to.
Nothing says responsibility like planning your vacation around comic book releases and,
right.
and your
like,
drunkenness.
Really? You want a Wednesday off? Like, yeah, man. New comic book day, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. Man. Hey, if I had enough vacation time, maybe I'd take every Wednesday off.
Honestly.
You know? Maybe Thursday would be the better day to take off.
Yeah, they say everybody takes the Friday off when they're getting ready to retire. They take like the whole year, every Friday. Ellis is just going to take every Wednesday off.
Oh, yeah. We are at Secret Identity Comics in Delaware, Ohio. And, man, we are having so much fun. Secret Identity Comics is my home-based comic shop and Ryan's as well. You've had a pull with them for...
As long as you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really want to go anywhere else. I'm like, hey, why not?
Yeah,
small, I guess you'd say mom and pop shop.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I mean, they're coming up on a year. We're going to be harassing them in about a month's time to sit back down with them on April 6th. May 6th.
May 6th.
We're going to be sitting down with them on May 6th to talk to them about being in business for a year and how everything's been going. If you want to head down to Secret Identity Comics located in Delaware, Ohio, it is at 34 North Franklin Street, Delaware, Ohio. If you want to reach out to them by phone, it is 740-957-8101. And like I said, my local mom and pop shop, comic shop, really, they got me into the poll game. Like, I never really thought I'd be into, like, single-issue floppy issues, and I was just talking to one of the patrons here that's counting down this 90 minutes with us, and, I say I'm approaching, like, 6 short boxes now.
That's right. I'm getting there, too. I love it, though, man. Like, I don't know. I never, starting this podcast, I was never real big on the on the comics. I love the characters, but I have totally flipped the script. Like, I am head over heels in love with these comics that we're reading right now, man.
Oh.
Like, I can't get enough of it. I really can't.
Yeah, you gotta go, like, all in.
You do. Like, it just takes, like, just get one book, get a pull on it, and start reading it. And it's really awesome, man. It changes your whole love for comic books. It really does. Comic book heroes and everything.
Before you know it, you'll be sitting like me. You'll be rocking like 15, 17 pulls.
Put me on a pull.
Put me on a pull for it. I'm like counting down until I'm like I got certain issues that are getting ready to end their little like 5-part miniseries. What do you like a little bit more? Do you like the miniseries, or do you like the little 5-6-parters and then it's over, or do you like just having a continuous pull? Me and you are both continuous.
I like the
Nightwing.
I like the continuous. I mean, I like it, but it's always sad, and it's always sad when they end. So it's like it's always nice having that continuous run of something that that one that's not going to break your heart. Something that's gonna keep coming and keep coming. So I don't know. I mean, I love the one-offs, man. Like we just finished up Metal, which when I say finished up, I mean we got the books, not reading them. But I don't know, man. That's kind of a hard question. I guess I haven't been into it that long, so I don't know. I like the spin-offs. Like, those are always fun. Like, I'm looking forward to this Bendis, like, Man of Steel little spin-off, this little 6-parter coming out weekly.
6 weeks?
Yeah, weekly. Like, that is crazy, man. Like, that's
You're going to
awesome.
need some vacation time to read that, buddy. That's right. A lot of reading coming your way.
I think it's getting easier and easier, man. The more you read, the better you get at it. That's what my wife always told me. My teacher wife. She's like, Ryan, if you just read more, you'll understand it. I'm like, oh, okay. That makes sense.
You start sounding out those words, man, in no time you'll be ready to go. Yeah, we're also, tonight, beer is provided by Restoration Brewing. It is a sparkly beer.
Yeah, it's a sparkly beer.
Everyone's concerned about what their poop's going to look like tomorrow. I've heard that question about 10 times.
That's right. It's like asparagus. Will my pee smell after I drink this? Or glitter, or what it was?
Is my pee going to look like I just went to a rave?
My pee going to look like orange juice after I drink this? No, it's a good beer, man. I'm digging it. I really am.
Yeah, Restoration, solid brewery.
I wish I remember the name. I can't remember. Yell at him real quick right there.
Yeah, we'll get Chris.
Oh, yeah, we'll get him. We'll do a little interview.
Yeah, we'll get Chris to jump on the mic, and along with hopefully some of these hooligans in here, we got the beer mongers.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what.
I'm kind of feeling a little backed into a corner here, I guess, literally and figuratively.
I know I got a shirt rack ready to impale me right now.
But, man, we can't complain, man.
No,
we spent like most of the Warp Wing talking about where we were at. We were having the time of our lives.
Our head was like cocked to the side the whole night because we like couldn't fit up there. Well, I wouldn't change it for anything, though. That was so fun.
Oh, yeah. I would maybe change that episode a little bit on the sober end.
I take that back. There was a couple drunken moments. I was like, we'll get them next year, boys.
So, well, afterwards we had talked, and you're like, well, one of these days, man, we'll learn our lesson. And I was like, will we?
Yeah, we keep saying that, but I just don't know if we're capable of doing that. I don't know.
We'll learn.
Ellis's go-to line, it's like, we drink a couple beers. That's all we're gonna, play it cool. I want to really enjoy myself. Next thing you know, it's like, hey man, bought you a beer.
You got another one. That's canceled podcast.
We're not going to the movies. We're not doing anything. We're getting drunk.
Let's cancel recording. It's just we're all throwing all in.
I'm so glad we recorded that night, man. That was it. Really was fun.
Oh, it was a blast.
Awesome experience. Something I will never forget. I haven't been on the cast since we did it, and Superman #1. I held my hands.
Yeah.
I'm a little more sober now.
Now you're getting ready to hold Action Comics 1000.
That's right.
And then
maybe it'll be worth that one of these days. Hopefully.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I doubt it.
Your boys will be loving it, but I doubt that.
I don't think it'll be $30,000 worth it.
Well, no, man, we got the beer.
Even the cover's ripped off. I think it's still $30,000.
We got the beer monger radio show in here, man. I just didn't know if we're gonna dance fight him, man. We're a little outnumbered, buddy.
That's right.
They're rolling like 3 to 4 deep, and it's just me and you.
That's all right, man. We'll figure this out. We'll figure this podcast, Heroes by the Pint thing out one of these days. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to really pop and lock here, man, if we're gonna dance fight these fools.
That's right. I'm gonna pull out all my moves, bro. My Star-Lord moves.
You and me, Turd Blossom. Yeah, right now they got Man of Steel
up on the TV. When DC was good.
We were just talking about you fools. We were just talking about you, yeah. We were saying, man, we're a little outnumbered if we're going to dance fight a little later.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's all right. We can get down and dance.
How you doing, man? How you doing? My name's Ryan.
You want to jump on the horn for a minute, my man?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we can scoot down. We can get another seat in.
All right. What's going on?
You want to get some headphones on too, buddy? Get comfortable?
Yeah. I'll sit here and have a seat with you.
All right.
Man, I feel very honored. Thank you very much.
Hey, man.
We feel honored.
For inviting me to chat a little bit.
Well, I always say this, man. If you have a microphone, people treat you pretty well.
Oh, heck yeah.
Let me get you the headphones, and we'll get another seat rolling.
Oh, yeah. We can have a lot of fun here, dude. We can have a lot of fun here. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Bringing it in. Bringing in the cans. Bringing them in. Yeah.
Just to remind everybody that everything in the store tonight is 20% off.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Sounding good right now.
Kelly, I cannot record and buy stuff at the same time.
Record, buy, and drink. I was like, wait, multitasking's good, but I don't know if we, that's going a little overboard there.
Yeah. I don't know if I have it that well put together. So, I mean, what's your number one move if we are going to dance fight? What are you going with number one? You're wearing your hot Ronda?
Yeah, doing my rowdy Ronda Rousey. That's right.
Can I say something? WWE never fails, but that is the most brilliant marketing.
ever, dude, ever. Like, dude, and you know what? She had, her character on WWE. It's kind of like Rowdy Piper-esque, where she has no rules. She's gonna do what's totally wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like last Monday Night Raw. I'm sorry, not just yesterday, but the day last Monday. She did some dirty stuff to Stephanie McMahon, and like I said, very Rowdy Piper-esque type stuff. Oh yeah. You got Squiz checking in over here.
I told you, man, we're about to be dance fighting.
Well, I'll tell you right now, you got to watch out because Squiz can definitely throw the. She can throw the Eminem karaoke around like nobody else.
Are we talking WWE?
We were talking WWE dance fighting, and now
I want to get back into the dance fighting because
dance fighting.
Yeah, I mean there's 3 of you. There's 2 of us, so you guys already have the upper hand. I'm just gonna say, I can pop and lock.
I don't know. I've seen Ellis's moves. I'm like, I don't know. I might be holding this fort down. I don't know over here in my corner.
I'll tell you what. I've been known to give it a little bit of robot. You know what I'm saying? A little extra wiggle in the swiggle.
So wait, are we having a dance off? I need clarification. Are we having a dance off, or are we just doing what's that dance fighting?
Like Thriller.
Not like Thriller. Like on Bob's Burgers where they did the what is it?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know
it's
what
like
We did dance-offs in the 90s in the cafeteria, Squiz. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
That's how you settle
dude,
things.
I'll tell you what, yeah.
All right, I'll dance.
We didn't beat the shit out of each other in the 90s.
The hell off with
we
you
did
guys.
dance-offs.
You've never seen me dance off so much.
Probably blowing the levels out of the roof.
You're all right. You're all right.
We're used to it. We're usually drunk doing
I've been
this.
slobbering drunk. Right now, someone's wearing a set of headphones that literally a dude looked like he got dipped in a vat of water and put them on. He was so drunk afterwards.
One of our fellow geeks is a known sweater, as we should say.
Profusely sweating.
That's my man.
Profusely is a good word.
Are you guys picking up Action 1000 tonight? Just here enjoying some of the beer, enjoying some of the festivities.
Let's get an introduction.
Yeah, we actually did not do that. I apologize. Good call, Ryan.
Right.
We are joined by 2/3 or how many beer mongers?
Yeah, we are. Right. Yeah, we are the two. That sounds sick as hell, doesn't it, Squiz? We are the 2/3.
2/3.
Yeah, we got 2/3 of the beer mongers rocking and rolling with us right now, hanging out. Kicking it with some nerd life talk, Heroes by the Pint. Man, thanks for joining us.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, there isn't anybody more nerd like out of the trio of beer mongers than my sister Squiz over here, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, Squiz is like she's like our show librarian. All right, I mean it's kind of sick the way that her Dewey Decimal System is working up there in between the earlobes. I'm telling you, man.
Would you guys like to talk about something? I mean, not necessarily comic book nerdy, but have you guys seen A Quiet Place?
No,
I haven't, but
not.
It does look good.
But Jim from The Office is looking mighty fine in that movie.
I went and saw it last night.
Yeah, was it good?
It was awesome. And when I say last night,
I heard it was really good.
I mean at like 4:30 in the afternoon on a Monday. Because I knew the premise of it was the entire movie is, obviously it's called A Quiet Place.
Right.
So I wanted to go see it where I knew there would be no interruption. So there was maybe 5 other people in the theater. And I have never seen such an intense movie. Because there is score, there's no dialogue, but there is definitely score there.
I'm sure that's the whole movie is the score, really. When you're talking A Quiet Place, like you have to have a good soundtrack.
Like unlike anything I've ever seen in a movie theater before. Awesome. I've never been in such a quiet movie theater. It was so intense, and it was so well done. It was very well shot. You
never saw Titanic? You never saw
I saw
Titanic?
Titanic.
That's some quiet stuff, especially at the beginning.
I've actually never seen Titanic.
That is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
You've never seen
seen it.
Titanic?
I've never seen
There's
it.
one reason why every man should see Titanic, baby.
But I would
Never
recommend.
seen
I mean, I would highly
And it wasn't
recommend
because
it.
the ship sank. Okay.
John Krasinski, man, or how do you say his last name?
Krasinski.
Krasinski, yeah, like he that's like out of left field to me. Like that's crazy.
He did a really, really good job. I mean, we're talking down to just the look, everything, the shots. The whole movie was extremely well done, and I don't necessarily think it will translate to the small screen. So if
Really?
you want, like, I mean, yeah, you could watch it in your house if you have a big screen, but I would recommend going to see it in the theater.
Heck yeah.
With a big like like with the big speakers, everything. Like I would highly recommend it. It was very good.
Awesome.
I was very impressed.
We grade things on bottle caps over here. What would you bottle cap out of 5?
Out of 5?
Yeah, 5 bottle caps. What would you give it?
4 and 1 bottle cap that I squeezed together, so it's a
That good,
half
huh?
as I sit here and mess around. Like 4.5, 4 and 1/2 squeezed bottle caps for sure.
You're interested in cracking
Noted.
open this hazy
Noted.
full steam?
Heck
Little
yeah, let's
Durham,
do
North
it.
Carolina. Go
Let's
to it,
do
buddy.
it. Let's
That's
do
a
it.
good beer. That's an awesome
Yeah,
beer.
that is
All
a
right.
good beer. Yeah, I just brought that back from North Carolina. Do you think A Quiet Place would translate well into a paperback book?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Just blank page after blank.
No.
You know what? It could be a graphic novel,
Hey,
though.
it sounds like
It
something
could
I
be a
am like
graphic
really
novel.
interested in.
I
No
mean-
words. I'm all about it.
So they do. I mean, most of the movie, most of the dialogue, because one of the main characters is deaf.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the dialogue is communicated by sign language and subtitles for the sign
okay,
language.
gotcha.
Right.
So
Awesome.
Yeah,
Cool.
it
That's
looks-
noted. I'm gonna have to
it looks
check
really
it out.
good.
It really does. It really does.
It looks good. My
Yeah.
my schedule is strictly reserved for comic book shit, though, because there's
So
too
what-
much out there for me
what
to
comic
take
books?
in.
What comic books have you guys been reading?
I've been reading too many. Right now, I just got on a sick James Bond run. I just purchased
I
all
cannot
these
wait.
back issues, and
He buys them all, and then I read
he's
them.
just murdering people like left and right.
Like, yeah, he buys them, you read them, and then he's just like, all right, tell me the storyline.
Actually, you know what? Ellis
All right, I'm
reads
buying
it to me.
5 more. They need to be. You need to read them all by tomorrow. All right, this shit's intriguing. I need to know what the fuck is going on right now. All right.
I need you to sit here and narrate it to me.
Honestly,
Give me the
that
rundown.
sounds pretty good. Actually. I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'll bring you a biscuit. All right. Orange juice, apple juice, or water.
I'm kind of
or
digging.
beer.
I'm digging this glitter beer a little bit, man.
Oh,
Yeah, it's very
that's
juicy.
rocking.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
Glitter beer is supposed to be the next rage after the hazy
What was the
game.
name of this? Do you guys remember?
Really? Well,
we gotta
first,
get into it.
hey, you know what's going down with Hazy, right? You
Let's
know what's
hear it,
going
let's
down.
hear it.
Here's what's happening with Hazy. Hazy, the New England style, is so hot, dude. You can call it freaking. You can call it a hazy turd sauce IPA.
I'd try it.
And you know what? It's going to sell out. You know why? Because it has the word hazy in it.
Well, there's already Sam Adams is making a hazy. I was just in
Everyone, it's crazy.
I was just in the beer aisle
For
today,
hazy.
and Pabst,
Good job,
Pabst
buddy.
is making an American pale ale
Yes,
now, and I'm
yes.
like,
I've heard it's delicious. I mean, I haven't tasted it
I mean,
myself.
it's beer, so I mean, how bad could it be?
Yeah, I mean, if you give it, set it up with about 3 or 4 Gamma bombs from Warped Wing, yeah, I can find out how it could be okay after all that.
I just had my first conky dong.
Yeah,
hoof
yeah,
on
a
it.
little bit of
Yeah.
hoofy, man. The
Hoof.
hoofy game's tight.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah, everywhere
Tastes like
they're
a hazy.
doing, everywhere they're brewing those hazies, and like, yeah, I do find the flavor palette is kind of just running together for me. It's
Yeah.
not like I'm like, oh, this one, oh, this
But yeah, Ellis
one.
was like, try this one. It's a little better. I'm like,
So what do you guys
Kinda
think about
sensitive.
Action
little hazy.
Comics 1000? Are you guys going to pick that up? Are you?
the red shorts are back. Ryan's already
red
got
shorts.
it.
I am a diehard Superman fan.
Are you?
diehard. Now, I'll preface this by
got his
saying I haven't
Superman
read a
undies
lot
on.
of stories, but I've always just been a huge Superman fan. Like,
What did you think about the movie, the Superman versus Batman movie?
I honestly, I loved it. I loved the take that Zack Snyder put on Superman. Like, I loved it. I like Henry Cavill as Superman. I loved that. Now, if you ask me what I thought of Justice League, I did not like Justice League, which is kind of crazy because some people say like Justice League, that is Superman, but for me, I kind of like the darker. I like the darker take that they kind of showed with Superman and Clark, and I loved Man of Steel, and I loved Batman v Superman. I like the extended cut of Batman v Superman, but there's things that I didn't agree with, but for the most part, I loved that movie. I really did.
That's interesting. I agree with you. I agree with you about Henry Cavill.
Okay.
I think he's a great Superman. I have the opposite take.
Okay.
I did not like Batman vs Superman.
Did you like Man of Steel?
I did.
Yeah.
And I really like Justice League a lot.
I'm rewatching.
We about
Justice.
to battle right here, man. Stand up.
Dude, I told you. I
the
already
headphones
told you
off.
guys. Squiz was our team.
Ryan's about to bust out his worm if we're really going to be
Squiz is
doing
crazy.
some breakdance
She's crazy
fighting.
on
You're
her.
gonna hear it in a minute.
Now I'm going to go ahead and preface this by saying I'm watching these from not being like super into the comics, but I like the movie mythology.
Yeah.
The movie mythology is good.
We love the movies, don't you know?
Yeah. I'm all over.
And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I like all of the comics because I can't even go
Yeah,
into
I mean,
the
looking
comics.
at these books on this shelf, I've maybe
Yeah.
read 3 or 4 of them. Like, honest to God, like I don't know that much about something, you know, when it comes to that. But
But I feel like I've read enough, and I know like my husband is a huge fan, and then my buddy Matt Cooper, shouts to Matt Cooper out there. He's also a huge fan of Batman.
Oh, okay. Well,
So-
see, Batman for me is like 1A. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's
Who's not a
Superman
huge
for me,
fan
and then
of
Batman.
Yeah, who the hell doesn't like Batman?
Get out of here if you don't like
Kidding
that.
me with my first Underoos, dude. Shit.
So I've picked up all of my comic book knowledge from those guys as far as comic books and then also superheroes go. So with comic books, I tend to skew to the non-superhero books, so like Preacher.
I've never read Preacher, but I was just talking to an artist that we had worked with, Gabriel. She had done a really awesome print. If you watch our videos, it comes up every week. Our Heroes by the Print, like comic cover. And I've been reading a lot of independents, man. I'm reading Gideon Falls right now. I'm reading Oblivion Song.
Oblivion Song. You should get on Oblivion Song because I am really digging.
That's
Oblivion
really
Song
good.
right now.
I like Why the Last Man. That's another one that I've read.
Oh yeah, I knew Why the Last Man is like huge.
There's just so
Yeah.
much. It's so
Yeah,
hard for me
there's
to keep
too
up
much.
with it all. Are you more like? Do you like if you had to choose? Are you more like Marvel or DC? Who do you like better?
Indy.
Andy.
Andy.
I got you.
I like
Hey,
that.
That's
Andy.
all right.
That.
That
I'm
seems to
into
be
that.
like the popular choice, really. Like sometimes.
So
like
my
it
man
really
over here, the Spartan
Marvel.
Biscuit.
Marvel.
Marvel, dude.
I'm into that.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'll be honest, man. You guys are well more advanced in this than I am. Dude, you didn't hear shit out of my mouth in the last 10 minutes, dude. I'm sitting here taking notes, listening to you guys right now, right? You guys got your game tight. I gotta give it up, man. You know.
Well, man, I was about ready to.
when I grew up, I was a Thor.
Oh,
I did
that's
Thor.
really rare. You know,
Thor's
like
the man.
Thor
Yeah,
became
and I had
popular
some
after the
old ones
movie.
and stuff like that before
Heck
I made the trade in.
Thor's
know.
got that beautiful hair. Much like I was getting ready to reverse that talk right back to, I heard the nastiest match, WrestleMania, was Hot Ronda.
Oh, yeah, well,
Oh,
you
man.
know, let you see what he's wearing there.
We should
Hold
talk
on.
a little WrestleMania. I can talk about that.
Let me reference this. Our one glassy-eyed geek who's not here with us
I wish he
today
was here.
is the hugest wrestling fan. Huge, like you. I haven't watched wrestling in forever, but I always like wrestling, porn, and video games are all the same.
Yes.
And here's why I say that.
I love it.
The second, or they're like porn. You can quit playing video games. You can quit watching wrestling. But the second you walk into a room and it's on, like porn, next thing you know, you can't keep your dick out of your hand. You're just like,
Dude,
I was at the Monday Night Raw. Sorry to cut you off again. At Barley Hopsters when they were doing lead up to WrestleMania. I haven't watched wrestling in forever, and I was sitting there and I was like, kind of getting hyped. I was like, oh man. I went in. I talked to my buddy at work who's like way into the shit, and I was like, dude, Hot Ronda, man. He was like,
You were in the zone, baby. You were in the zone.
That is what it is infectious. It has that feel where you just can't take your eyes off
much
of it.
like porn is infection or infectious. Which one?
Infectious?
Depending on where you're getting your porn from.
Addictive? I don't know.
Addictive. That's the better word for it.
It's like you fall in a porn
I'll tell you
spiral,
what,
then you just watch porn, and then you
Just put WWE porn in, and you get both. All right.
Well, we were
For real.
Wooten and I were like 5 feet away from Rousey.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
no.
you went.
I was so close to Rousey.
You went.
I was
No, this
not
is
at
at-
WrestleMania.
This is at the Arnold.
No, at the Arnold.
Okay. Was she at the Arnold this year? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was so close to Rousey that she
You got her, Rousey?
I was having a
Yes.
hard time breathing. She was choking me out just because I was sharing the same air as her. All right? No, I took a step back and I was just like, oh, all right. And I was like, screw it, I'm going back in. I took two steps in. I started getting choked out just because I was sharing the same.
She's
air as
intimidating,
her, man,
dude. She's intimidating.
Hey, she is not a big young lady at all. She's very small.
Really?
Yes, she's very
She'd
small.
whoop my ass. Though.
But
She is smaller than
there's
you
no
think.
doubt she whipped all of her ass. And she chokeslammed Triple H. By the way.
that.
So,
Nice.
She would whip everybody's ass in here. Like, come in here like a hurricane
same
and just
time.
kick everybody's ass and walk out.
It looked like that scene from BVS, the Batman warehouse
Yeah.
scene. She
Yeah,
just
she's-
Throwing boxes.
drop in and
Yeah, she's
flipping
gonna
tables.
Kill Bill some shit, no doubt, for sure.
Yeah, she is a bad chick. That's for sure, man. She's bad.
But she's actually not that big. Like
Really?
in real, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I was from here to you guys to her, and she is. I mean,
Like,
she's
no,
smaller
like-
than me.
That's crazy.
the
Yeah.
Squiz had a triangle lock on her. And
Had her in an armbar. Flip the script, baby.
Squiz had a figure 4 leg lock on Ronda
tap
Rousey
Tap
at the Arnold, and and then I had an armbar on Squiz that had a figure 4 leg lock on Rousey.
I wasn't the one that got us kicked out. I'm just saying.
I always say shit happens when you party naked. So
Let me say this, man.
dude. Yeah, it
We
was a
need,
good
to, we
time.
need to party with the Mongers a little bit more often. You guys are getting kicked out of the Arnold Fitness Classic.
No, we didn't get kicked out. It's just you. I had general media press pass, and everybody that had full access press passes.
one of
was-
these days,
was
we'll
asked
get
to
the press
leave,
pass, baby. We'll
but
see.
ours.
Hey, you can do it.
You can do
Yeah.
it.
Well,
do
like I
it.
said, man, you walk in with an interface and some microphones. People are like,
They flock to
well,
you a
these
little
guys are important.
That's right.
Little they know, we're just drunk
Little
assholes.
do they
You
know.
act like you own the place, and you've been there before.
Little do they know we've had 5 pints and a couple of whiskey shots before 9 a.m.
Yeah.
You just hit them with the stone cold. We just like throw beer cans together and start drinking them. They're like, oh man, these guys are just.
When we recorded at Warped Wing right after Gem City Con, man, we were like,
You went to Gem City Con?
yeah, we had a
Oh, yeah.
blast.
Great con.
Oh
Awesome
my
con.
God. Gem
Awesome.
City Con is solid.
Here's how drunk
Yeah.
we are. Gem City Con goes out. They hook us up. They let us set us up to do the podcast at the Drink and Draw. We have a super great time. But before that, we're like, we're only going to have a couple of beers, take it really easy, get there, have a great show. We walk in, we get shit-faced drunk at Gem City Con to the
we
point
go
where
get lunch and then come back and drink more.
and we decide in our minds, we're like, you know what? let's just cancel the podcast so we can party. And we were all like, yep, that's a good idea.
We spent all our money. Like, we're broke.
We still did the podcast, and then I do the editing, so I listen back to this, and I'm just like, ooh, man, I was
we were drunk.
really
we were drunk, to say the least.
slobbery talking all the.
I think you just described me and Chief on Friday at Arnold. Pretty much was pretty
I'll
much
tell you
it.
what, we got stories. That's for sure.
I'm sure you
Squiz,
do.
we're not about to start spreading stories
We're
right
not spreading
now.
stories. No stories.
Oh, man, I
You're
tell
not
you what.
spreading stories, just tell the truth.
Well, I'll tell
The
you
truth
what.
will set you free.
Oh, I have video of
As long as we rotate who doesn't remember the tail end of the show, we're good.
the
There's
first.
got only one person because the other two always takes care of the third one. And we roll tight. We roll tight, right,
Next thing you know, Kelly's gonna go and be like, "I'm gonna have to ask you guys to leave."
Yeah, you guys gotta leave. The first story Chief and I taped at the Arnold was with this breast implant doctor. It was epic.
Oh, that sounds.
Oh, it was great.
And we also freelanced. We met up.
Did he bring
we
Did he
bullshitted
bring
in the morning
samples?
for a little bit.
So I have the video of Chief touching different breast implants. It's pretty epic.
That sounds pretty good.
It's awesome. He's right over there, and he will never acknowledge that ever happened, but it happened, and it was
Was
great.
he touching them
Chief,
where it
Chief's
counted?
being gun shy on
they
the,
were
on
they
the
were
mic
on
right now.
the table. They were not on actual women.
Oh,
I just need to know.
No, we were
Dude.
doing it for science.
I'll tell you right now. What we saw at
did they have like different cup sizes?
you guys
Like,
need to
like,
hang out with the mongers. It's gone.
Yeah, you guys definitely need to hang out with the mongers.
Sounds like it. It sounds like it for sure.
Also, this beer is delicious.
It's empty too. I took the.
I know I'm taking a picture
It's
of it because
really
I don't
good.
want to forget
That
it.
is really good beer. It's from North Carolina.
Yeah, it's full steam.
Ellis has the taste for the beers.
Yeah, it's a full steam. It's called You Are Here.
You Are Here.
You Are Here. This
Are
is their
Here.
number 2. They had
really
number
good.
1. They're releasing. It's a 4-part series that is working with the North Carolina Museum of Art. The
Nice.
picture on the cover is some of their digital visual art. that they have going
Badass.
on.
That's badass right there.
It's good. I just wish.
I like to hear that it's doing it with the Museum of Art and stuff like
Yeah, it is
that.
on. Durham's a great city, great breweries. Full Steam was my favorite. Beer is expensive. Good beer is expensive. But,
Good beer is very expensive.
but
Yeah, but I
I don't care.
Yeah, I'll pay it.
I don't know what else to say about, but I'll just stare at shitty beer in the fridge and just be like, I won't drink it.
I'm with you.
No, I'm just not gonna drink right now.
yeah, I'm with you.
I have a friend on Facebook that did a poll. He's like, "Hey, ladies, what do you spend money on when you go shopping?" And I was like, "Craft beer."
Yeah,
He's like, "You have $50 to spend.
IPAs.
If you have $50 to spend, ladies, what do you spend it on?" I was like, "Craft beer."
Mainly, that's
Pretty
like
much
that's
all
like
craft beer.
That's
I-
5-6 packs, man.
I
Yeah.
honestly will have like my Amazon cart loaded up with shit I need, like underwear. And I'm like, man, I don't want to spend $50, but I'll turn around. I went out to Hoof Hearted, and I've spent $100 on a case of beer.
Yeah.
I went out to North Carolina full steam. I bought 18 beers. It was $76. That I'm like, oh yeah, charge it.
Fine, that's
These
fine.
underwear,
Here, just put it on there.
right? These underwear and
I
socks
can make
that
do.
are barely
I'll go
served.
commando.
I'll wear this ratty ass underwear. I mean,
That's right.
it's still kind of held together. It's cool. We're good.
Right. But I need the good beer.
That's right.
This is limited release beer, man. I'm
all
not
you
gonna
do-
be able to get this again.
Yeah, maybe if they were like limited release underwear, I'd be like, man.
Dank underwear. You have no idea how dank this underwear is. It's so dank.
Oh, no doubt, man. Oh God.
that hole serves a purpose in your ratty ass underwear. I can just piss all this good beer out in the toilet with.
Should we get up, make some rounds, maybe make a couple of purchases in here?
Yeah, why not?
Secret identity, take advantage of that 20% off.
That's right. I already did.
20% off.
I've already spent $30. I'm about to spend 50 here in a
Oh
minute.
man, dude! Now I got Chief warming up to me over here, man.
Oh no! Is he?
We got Chief on this.
Yeah, dude. You want me to pass? Let me pass this headset off to him.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Little quick one with the Chief
Quick
right
one.
here, man. You know, it's
Give him the headset.
to have 2/3 of us on are pretty awesome, but you got to have the you have to have the full go. Here he is.
Complete the package.
Yeah, the one and only Master Chief Monger.
Oh man, he placed those headphones on you like you were a king.
Whoa. Try to take that away from me.
He placed those headphones on you like you're a king, crowning you, my man.
I don't know what that's about, man.
get treated like royalty.
You know, I get that. I am just but a humble co-host on the show here. I tell you what.
You guys sound like you
more
have a
than
great
that.
host, or you guys have a great show. Like this, I'm all about it.
Oh, it's a ton of fun. It's a lot of fun. The show is. It really is. And
Throw a plug out for our listeners or heroes by the pint. Listen
You guys
to
do a weekly show. You guys go around to a lot of breweries, a lot of.
yeah, well, we hit a lot of places. Beer Monger Sessions radio show. I mean, we just got back from Brew Fountain. We were down there, and different places we hit. Iron City Brew Pub, down there also in Brew Fountain, and then you got the new place opening up in Brew Fountain, the Roundhouse.
Okay.
Roundhouse is opening up real soon.
So you guys just go around drinking beers, huh?
Beer's not going anywhere.
I mean, but next week we're going to be at Watershed Distillery
Heck yeah.
in Watershed Distillery.
It runs together.
Good bourbon.
Yeah.
I like their bourbon.
Yeah, I mean, good bourbon, and it's about the breweries. I mean, Seventh Son is on all the time. You got Alex from Wolf Ridge on all the time, and he's got his own call sign.
I've
Big
heard
Head
some-
Red from Homestead Brewing.
Big Head Red,
It's just about.
I gotta
stories.
say, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Your beer got drank, my man.
It happens. I understand. It happens, and
Try that.
I offered it up to you first, and the other 2/3 of the mongers cracked
they
that
always
thing
do.
and
They always
crushed it.
crack down on it. I mean, it's just the way it goes. I mean,
I took 3 sips and
when
then just
when
gave
you're
it
not
to
here,
you. You
when
can
you're not
have
here
it.
to watch what you're doing, it gets
I tell
it gets
you
sucked
what,
up.
I got 2 more 4-packs, one of the issue 1 and one of the issue 2. I'll make sure you get another one. I'll come down to
No, but you
Barley
can-
Hopsters.
One beer.
But you can check us out at.
Not a 4-pack.
Yeah, I can't get you the 4-pack. I can get you one beer.
You already promised me that.
All right, sorry. You're getting ready
No,
to
I'm
do the
sorry.
plug.
No, you're good. You're good.
What I will say this is Restoration Brewing. Oh, where's he at? Where's he at?
Chris.
No, Goodman.
Chris, where's Goodman? Hey, Chris Goodman.
Directly behind you.
Come here. You got, come here. No. I just
He
want.
doesn't want to be on the show.
What do we call this
Camera
beer?
shy.
What do we call this beer that we're drinking?
Yeah, what is it? Yellow
Yellow
Sun.
Sun. That's
Yellow
right.
That's right.
Hey,
It gives
you're not a-
that's
you're
what
not a
gives
video,
Superman's
just
his
say it.
powers.
That's right.
It gives the heroes by the
You gotta
pint
hear it.
some
You
power.
got to hear it.
You got
come
a
on.
face for radio just like me, buddy.
Dude, you got the face. Come on, just say it.
Yellow Sun. Oh, God.
Yellow Sun. That was Chris right there. He just
Are
pounded
we
his chest.
approaching warp wing level? It'll take a little ways.
I don't know if we're
But
there
we're getting
yet.
there. We're
Yeah.
getting there.
We're having a good time.
Yeah,
This
we're
is-
having
gonna
so
tell you
much
what.
fun. I got a question.
The great thing
I
about
got a
this.
question.
Okay. Yes, sir.
When are we going to cut the shit and build a studio together?
It's
We
already
have the
built.
heroes.
It's already built.
It's already built.
All right. Well, then when can we
come upstairs?
When can we
Thursday, what are you doing on Thursday afternoon? You want to come over and hang out?
What are you doing tomorrow?
Pay and use it sometimes.
Yeah. Where can we, like, do you got a closet we could build like a little heroes section at? Cause
You got like up the stairs in
We
like
do
your
it-
attic.
Yeah, what are you doing tomorrow?
She's upstairs at the attic.
Yeah.
It's already done.
I could probably make some free time tomorrow.
Do you guys really
afternoon.
have a studio?
Yes.
Studio hooked up? Oh, man. That's-
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so jealous. That's awesome.
High
Awesome.
You're
atop
invited.
Delaware
How long have you guys been doing this?
at the Barley Hopsters building.
This
Year and a
podcast.
half?
Really? Awesome.
Yeah,
it's great, isn't it?
we're
Podcasting is
approaching-
amazing.
Yeah,
I love
you're
it.
invited.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
thank you.
approaching
Appreciate
like
We're getting
6 months now, and
We can never get the
pushing
geeks
along
together.
Yeah, if we can ever get hell, man, fuck, we got a new crew. We'll just kick those assholes out. We'll sit on the mongers. The mongers will sit in on the geeks.
I'll talk about nerdy shit all day with you. You want to talk about the Ghostbusters? You want to talk about specifics of the Ghostbusters?
Oh,
Oh, well, I don't know if I can go that deep into. Do they got a comic book out? Because I need to do some back
Multiple comic
research.
books.
Let me drink some
Yeah.
Yellow Sun, too, then we'll talk. That's funny, man.
You know what I just got tonight?
Let's
The
hear it.
Tick. I don't know who they are. I don't know what episodes they are, or not episodes.
Oh, yeah,
What issues? I guess they are.
Did you just buy random issues?
I'm not a comic book guy to a degree.
we weren't
but
either
I do like
a year ago.
comic books. So
comic-
there's certain ones I really like. The Tick is what really kind of got me into comic books, and
so funny.
like Tick,
That blue
Tick,
goofy bastard.
Oh yeah, like
He's
Tick
awesome.
is
He's
awesome.
awesome.
Well, because
He is
I was
good.
into, I
I
got
used to have
into
an action figure of the Tick. No joke.
Yeah, because I got into like the
TV show?
cartoon TV show.
Yeah, that's where it started, right?
Yeah,
It was the
well,
show.
No, apparently, I don't know
was
if it was, but there was. My buddy
There was
gave
the
me
book, and then-
a
and then-
book,
yeah.
and it was he was insane, like crazy insane, dude.
Yeah, I heard it.
So
I, heard it
I
was
got
hilarious.
into that, and then the other stuff, the live actions came out, and they puttied.
I never got
the
into
putty
the, like,
episode
the-
sucked.
Really?
The new one. What's it on? Netflix or something like
Is
that?
it
or
on?
something?
It's on some
Amazon.
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 Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what that. Yeah, that's why I got Amazon.
It was like
on my,
the
yeah.
live action.
That's a good one. But I found two.
Heck yeah.
Two.
That's where it all starts. You just got to
books
start,
here, so I
find
got
something,
those.
get a pull
Yeah.
on it, and read it.
Comics creators. I mean, dude, some of the visions that they put together, build. I know you're talking about the independent stuff.
I mean, Why the Last Man, Walking Dead, Preacher.
Yeah.
Preacher.
Did-
Saga. I mean, have you guys read Saga?
no, I haven't. I've heard great things. So I got a funny kind of Robert is it Kirkman.
Yeah,
Robert Kirkman. Yeah.
So I got
yeah.
a funny, quick Robert Kirkman story.
Battle Pope?
I haven't
Do you
read
know
that.
Battle Pope?
No. So,
That's just
You
killing it.
guys, come on.
so I look up.
Come on.
Like we're getting ready to start doing some Skype like interviews, and I'd watched Walking Dead, never read it, and I went through. I was looking through Image, and I was like, "F it, I'm gonna email some of these people." And I was like,
Yeah.
"This Oblivion song looks cool. Who the fuck's this Robert Kirkman dude? I'll email him to do our podcast."
You never told me this.
Yeah, and then I looked him
could've
up.
told you that.
Then I
Like-
looked him up, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh, wait.
maybe I won't start with the guy who created
not?
The Walking Dead."
You should though. I mean,
yeah, you're kind of.
Yeah, he's kind of
I
a,
mean,
It might.
no.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. He might get 1,000 a day, but you might get the one that goes in. it passionate.
I've been familiar with Walking Dead
We'll
for
send you some beer.
since
We'll let you know.
the very first issue. Like
It's the beer part.
I'll tell you what, it's hot, man. Like
It's hot.
I heard their numbers are dropping off quite a bit. I heard
the
this
TV show,
season, yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, I heard this season
Terrible.
has the lowest rating since the first
Yeah,
season.
it's awful. I used to
What season are they on
love
now?
it. 12 million. I don't even know.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's-
But
I just stick around for comic book men. That's what I want.
Let me sum up the Walking Dead TV
Yeah.
show for you.
I
A bunch
haven't-
of gory awesomeness, episode 1. A whole bunch of soap opera.
Oh yeah.
A bunch of gory awesomeness last episode.
Oh, it's been really even more ridiculous than that.
That bad.
So this season, I haven't watched for a month, and the story progression is only over like 2 days. and it's been since February.
So they're doing like real time, like hour by hour.
Have
like,
you, I mean,
It's like 24, but
yeah,
dead
it's
people.
supposed to be all-out war. Like, if you're familiar with the all-out war plot line from the books.
I'm not. No.
It's all-out war is a great plot line. Negan in the books is a great character, and
That's everybody's favorite.
well, but All Out War was a great plot line. It leads into another great plot line, which I don't want to ruin it for anybody that's listening or is going to listen. There's another group that they meet, but in the show, they've only advanced it in the last. I mean, you're talking about watching 8 episodes where they only advance the plot over one day, 1 to 2 days.
That is rough. That is rough.
And All Out War could be a great plot line. They're just not doing it well.
I've heard that it has dropped off. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, bad last couple of years.
Yeah,
for sure.
it's not. It used to be my favorite show. I would anticipate every Sunday watching it, going home. Let's watch from wherever we are. Like my husband and I. And now we get home from hanging out on Sunday, and it's like, let's watch. Whatever, anything. And, oh, yeah, again, I guess we haven't watched Walking Dead, so we end up watching it on Monday. Like, it doesn't matter.
You know what my wife and I show is right now?
What's that?
Oh God.
Jersey Shore.
God, dude.
I went there.
Really?
I went there.
This dude.
Our show's just starting up right
This
now.
fucking guy.
Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, there you go.
I'll tell you. Okay. My wife
help
hates
it.
everything I like, and I don't know how.
That's the only thing we agree on is Jersey.
She's like a nurse and stuff. Like, she's like a really serious person. I own a bar, okay? She is like a really serious person.
But Trailer Park Boys
And
is
somehow
awesome.
she loves Trailer Park Boys. Like, we've watched all the movies. And
Bubbles is the man.
Oh, man, the Bubbles is the man. Leahy's like he's actually like dead. So we're like, well, you got to watch that. But we got kids, too, so... Dude, like I used to sit there and watch, and my kids would be in the room, and she'd get mad at me because I would tell her, no, you cannot watch Jerry Springer with the kids in the room.
Right.
And there I am watching Trailer Park Boys. She's like, you're an ass. You're an ass. Can I say that? I mean, I don't know how you show that.
They're going to edit it out later.
All right. She's like, you're an ass. How can you tell me Jerry Springer is bad, but Trailer Park Boys are good? I'm like, because Trailer Park Boys are real. And Jerry Springer is like an act. I mean,
My
it's
parents
just,
let me watch Stand By Me when I was like 7.
I got grounded for watching that.
That movie
I was
affected
16.
me. That movie affected
That's
me
my.
watching that.
But other than Big Lebowski, it's like Big Lebowski, Stand By Me, and then Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, yeah.
That's my
You know
psyche
what?
right there.
RoboCop really messed me up when I was younger. RoboCop really did it to me.
That scene in
Yes,
RoboCop
yes.
when he falls in the vat of acid and then runs across and gets splatted by that
It
car.
was really for me is when
Classic.
like Murphy was getting shot up in that warehouse. His arms flying like that. That messed me up when I was a kid. I'm telling you. Like,
I'm hearing this, and I'm like, I'm watching Into the Badlands with my youngest son, and now you guys kind of freak me out with like, what are they going to remember with me? Because they're
makes
chopping heads off and arms.
it makes
and-
for good podcast
Yeah, I
radio.
don't know if
is
you've
what
ever
it
seen
does.
that. Have you guys seen that Into the Badlands?
I've heard about it. I've heard
Oh my
about
God, dude! Watch that stuff.
I have seen
It's
it.
very comic booky like. I mean,
Gotcha.
it's.
I think it is a comic
It's,
book.
Yeah,
it's,
probably
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It's
I think
over
it
the
is.
top.
I think
it's
it is.
over the top on the blood splatter and everything else. It was really, really insane. It is basically a comic book in video form. It's
Good stuff.
it's off the hook. It's very
Brutal.
entertaining. And it's probably something I shouldn't be watching with my 12-year-old. As I hear you guys talk about how, like,
Wait, is
RoboCop
this-
affected you,
is
and I'm
this-
like, oh my God. Because it's like really, really graphic. And everybody says like, Dad, he chopped his head off. He should have. I'm like, oh.
Is that with Sissy,
was a wuss. I was a wuss when I
Sissy
was a kid.
Spacek and Martin Sheen? Badlands?
Huh?
Sissy Spacek
No,
and Martin
into
Sheen?
Badlands. No. It's a whole different. It's a Netflix or AMC or something like AMC. It's an AMC.
Oh, okay.
It's an
AMC.
AMC show. Yeah.
So I think Badlands is with Sissy Spacek and Martin Sheen when
No.
they go on that.
Oh no! It's,
Do you
it's
guys
a
know what I'm
series.
talking about there?
No. I know
Into
Sissy
the
Spacek.
Badlands is like a it's like a it's a karate, like the old school, like kung fu, like really
That sounds
cool,
awesome.
kicking. With like, but
I mean, there's dudes out there, they're kicking.
but with like when
Big
you
guys
whooping
kicking.
ass, when someone gets hit with a sword or they
That
get
it?
hit.
That's the one. That's
That's it. Into the oh yeah, that chick on there, right there.
She
That's
badass,
the widow, man. She is.
Oh, you know I'm all about
man.
some black
I'll
ones.
tell you what.
Baby.
I'm gonna switch out
I'll
with
tell you
Wooten
what,
right
if the-
now
if
because
the
I think we
widow-
should get some Wooten and
If the
Chief
widow
Town.
would take
Oh,
me.
let's hear it.
Oh, the widow.
All right, we're actually going to have to hit a beer break right now.
We
We're going
should
to
do
fill
that.
up with some
Yeah.
Silver Sun, Golden Sun.
Yellow Sun, man.
Come on, baby.
Damn
Yellow
it.
Sun.
We
What
are
gives
hitting a
Superman
beer
his
break.
powers?
The Heroes
It's the
by the Pint
Yellow
are coming
Sun.
right back at you. All right, we are back. The Heroes by the Pint. We crushed a couple of, what is it?
Yellow Sun.
Yellow Sun. That shit gives us power. Delicious. It was giving me some power, man. Tell you what, it was giving the beer mongers some power
That's
too,
right,
man. Those
that's
those
right.
dudes were lit and
I could see
super fun time.
glitter in their eyes.
Yeah, I was having a good time hanging out with the beer mongers crew, man.
Yeah, they
Find
are
them
cool.
over on
They are cool.
Facebook. Hit
They
them
like
with a
to
Google
drink.
search. Hit them with a like. Hit them with all that social media
All that
love,
stuff.
man.
5-star, all that good
yeah,
stuff.
because they're a good time, man. Some of our tight boys, man. They're
I'll tell you what, old Marty would have had a ball with them.
oh man.
They'd have been belly bumping and everything.
It might have come off the top turntable
right.
and crushed this.
They'd have been throwing each other in corners. And
Yeah, might have taken one of these folding chairs and taking each other down.
next thing you know, Marty's going through our table and stuff.
Oh, dude, hot Ronda style, baby.
That's right.
Yeah, we are counting down the minutes. I
We
believe
are.
they said 5 minutes,
Yeah, 5 minutes, yeah.
to go. How you feeling, man? You getting a little
I'm
clamped?
stoked, man. I am aroused. That's what she said.
Aroused?
No, I'm super excited, man. I can't wait to read this book. This
This is gonna take you forever to get to. It's like 72 pages.
Yeah, I'm gonna be struggling. That's for sure. That's for
Bendis,
sure.
buddy.
Action Comics, man. It's a big milestone. It's awesome for them to throw a party for this, and there wouldn't be. I heard Kelly talking about it, there wouldn't be comics if it wasn't for Action Comics. Number one. So it's good stuff, man. Like I'm super stoked, and I hope it lives up to the hype. I hope it does.
Yeah, again, man, we cannot thank Secret Identity
right,
enough
that's
for one, getting me hooked on comic books and me spending all my money on comic books.
I'm sure they're fine with it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They're like, come on.
They're like, you thanked us enough.
They're like, sure, you want to set up your podcast? Yeah, why not? Come on in.
They're like, yeah, man, we built a deck on the roof for you to set up this
That's
podcast,
right.
man. Just keep coming down. Yeah, if you want to head
We
down
have been
to,
talking about doing a studio, building a studio. We just do it here.
oh, dude, we put the mongers on blast. They're like,
That's
yeah,
right.
we got one. Come down.
We are going to hold them to that. And be like hitting them
I'm
up.
down with that, man. We got like a joint studio, buddy. That'd be a good
sick.
time.
That'd be sick, man.
I mean, Barley Hopsters would make money off of us. How much beer are we going to be buying from them?
Oh yeah, right.
It's going to be a mess, buddy.
It'd be awesome. That's a great idea.
Everyone out there listening, just for strict enjoyment, the fun conversation you'll have with Kelly and Laura, and
Good people. Awesome people.
They also have a employee who works here, Claire, Clumsy Clara. Please head out to 34 North Franklin Street in Delaware, Ohio. If you want to reach out to them by phone, it is 740-957-8101.
Look for the flag. Look for the flag in the sky.
Look for the flag. Bert. I already told him, dude, I'm getting Bert tattooed. I am, buddy.
That'd be sweet, dude.
Yeah, I
Why
love
not?
it. I love that logo, man. I'm about to buy you the shirt tonight. So you rock a Secret Identity
Oh,
shirt.
I would. Just give
Yeah.
me something other than gray so I don't pit out all the time. I'm not used to this fame and stardom.
Man, we are 3 minutes out, and once again, I don't want to just sit here and sing the praises of Secret Identity, but I absolutely do, man.
That's right.
They've been so great to us. They're the very first people that ever sat down and done an interview with the podcast early on, and their dog.
That's right. She couldn't make it out tonight.
Yeah. Ryan was worried she had passed. But
Yeah, I was like, "Where's the dog?" I'm like, "Oh no, I didn't think this through." That podcast was a long time ago. Hopefully everything's okay.
But yeah, Kelly and Laura are just the best people, and I love giving them my money.
Yep.
And you should give them your money too.
That's right.
And yeah, Ryan's about to give them some money.
I'm about to.
Some Superman action, and
right.
I'm about to clear out my polls. I got tomorrow off of work. I'm going home, and I don't think I'm going to try to read comics. I'm going to be a little too drunk.
That's right, probably.
I think I'm going to finish up Justice League again since I just bought it today. Good luck with that. It'll put me to sleep.
It'll do something. Yeah, it'll do something. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, dude, the Bendis run of Superman, I'm ecstatic. Ryan, you had done a little bit of research into some of the Bendis thoughts of what he's going to do with Superman. It sounds pretty incredible, talking about getting really more into the Clark Kent character.
Yeah, like you told me, or like I told you, Ellis. It's going from yeah.
You talked to Bendis.
Yeah, going from Jessica Jones to Superman is kind of crazy. It's like it's polar opposites. So who knows what he's going to do with it? But I was watching an interview with him at C2E2, and he was talking about the Clark Kent character and how he's a journalist with the Daily Planet and how he could do investigative reporting that way. And to look into that, I mean, that's a cool turn. Like, that's something we've never really seen.
Yeah.
You
had recently read the Superman Annual 11, which is known to be one of the best Superman stories.
Thank you to Ellis hitting me up with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's not why I was throwing that out there. I mean,
I know.
Are you wanting something? Are you hoping for something like that with Superman with Annual 11? And there it is. The red trunks are back.
They are back. I gotta hold on. Let me take my headphones off here.
Include your Action Comics 1000 in the variant that you choose. Supplies are limited. And we will bag and board them for you for free. Thank you so much for coming. Everything until 1 a.m. is 20% off. Please form an orderly line to get your book. And we will issue them. What if I form a disorderly line? Disorderly lines to the left.
I hope she got my variant I wanted.
Are you you're still trying to get that Jason
Faybot? Yeah, buddy. That would be amazing.
Any chances?
I doubt it. It was a limited run through a comic shop out in California, I think San Diego. And
that's why I love comics so much.
I know.
It's so fun. God, I love it. Oh, dude, I didn't even get video of you ripping the shirt.
So I had to throw it on.
I love it, dude. I'm stoked.
Walmart special, baby. I'll tell you what, if you want a good comic book shirt, go to Walmart, because they are legit, man. They are legit.
Legitly cheap.
That's right.
That fits my budget.
That's right.
Mighty well.
But no, I'm really excited for Bendis right now. I think he is very optimistic about the character, and I think he wants to do a lot of good stuff with him. And hey, more power to him.
Whether you love or hate Bendis, you cannot deny the fact that the man is a visionary. Like he's done some incredible things over at Marvel. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not a big fan of kind of what transpired with Civil War II, but I mean, you just think about all the characters that he helped develop, all the storylines that he was a part of, and without Bendis, you would not have a Civil War at all. I mean, he is the person who essentially put together that whole cohesive kind of coming together of a lot of the universe over there here in the recent years, and
I think he's been doing it for so long. It's he's kind of like the brains behind a lot of superhero stories, And
it's going to be awesome too. And he really does branch out. And for me, obviously everyone who listens knows I am a fanatic Jessica Jones fan, and I just.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I just recently finished up the newest Jessica Jones run by Bendis with issue 18. And I hope that he cried because I cried.
Oh, I bet. It is sad.
For me, I was thinking like, honestly, I didn't cry. Honestly, I didn't.
I don't believe you, but whatever.
but I was thinking like, that has to be really emotional for him because he created.
That's his character, yeah.
Like that's his baby, and to see a character that no one thought would be as like as popular as she is, to be like such a huge TV hit,
get its own show.
Yeah, and not only that, to really be kind of like something that right now is like whether you love or hate, just kind of like this feminist movement on the back of a character like Jessica Jones, which I personally love. I did not love season 2, not for like the feminist overtones, but like I just didn't think season 2 was that well written, but to see Jessica Jones gain the popularity and the momentum, and then to be writing his last story.
But it never degraded. Like the character is still amazing. Of Jessica Jones. That was just a writing of the story of that season, really. But that character will always live on. No matter who does the story, it's that strong of a character, which is really cool, and it's something he can, hold it.
For me, it's like almost like reading like an independent comic. That's like, I guess I use the term independent quite a bit when I'm talking about characters that are not like superhero based, because while Jessica Jones has superhuman strength and powers, like she's not really a superhero. Like she really just, like, her stories just are so in depth. There's so much really great dialogue, and there's so much like structure to them. And I don't know, man. I'm ecstatic. I was ecstatic at the announcement of Bendis going over to DC. I thought it was like something pretty monumental.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Yeah.
He's been with Marvel, like an exclusive contract with Marvel for so long that seeing him go over to DC, like I said, I'm certain Bendis was shedding a tear when he was writing his last Jessica Jones.
His last book that's going to come out is Iron Man 600.
Yeah,
that's his last one.
Yeah, and I got that on pull.
Do you?
That's
Good
my
stuff,
boy,
man.
Tony Stark, buddy.
Heck
you
man.
know I got that.
Oh, I know you do. But yeah, man, that's his last book. That's pretty epic, man. Like that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And, welcome to DC, Bendis.
I mean, that's what I hashtagged earlier. Welcome to DC.
I'm super excited for this Man of Steel weekly run, man. We're looking at the poster right now, and
it's gorgeous.
It has like the old John Byrne, which the old John Byrne Man of Steel came out in like '86, which was like 1 year before I was born. But I'm not going to sit here and say I remember that. But I'm pretty sure it was a big deal because it was like on Time Magazine and all that stuff. So it's kind of paying homage to that. And I'm pretty sure that Man of Steel run was only 6 issues. So like it's kind of paying homage to it.
You were speaking with Kelly earlier. Whether you are or are not a Superman fan, without Superman, you're not reading comics today.
Right.
Like, this is the monumental character that essentially like put comic books on the map. You're not reading Batman, you're not reading Daredevil, you're not reading any superhero based comic book.
That's right.
And myself, I'm not a big Superman fan. I am going to pick up Action Comics 1000 tonight because I want to see what Bendis has done with the story arc.
To flip it. No, I'm like, Ryan, how much you want for this?
I'm not a flipper. I am a collector.
That's right.
And I guess maybe a mild speculator at times. But yeah, man, I'm incredibly ecstatic.
Hey, man, what covers did you get? Yo.
Yeah, so I got check it out.
All right, let me see.
So this is my very first comic book ever.
Oh man!
Hold on. We got to get the headphones on. Get the headphones on.
I'm the general manager of Restoration Brewworks.
What's your name, man?
I'm Jason.
Jason.
Here,
Jason.
get the headphones on and get into the microphone.
This is cool.
Yeah.
See,
All right, we are sitting down with Jason,
General Manager of Restorations Brewworks.
General Manager of Restoration Brewworks. They provided the beer tonight.
Awesome.
Chris.
Yellow Sun. It was awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Good
Yellow
beer.
Sun was great.
Good beer.
And this
guys
is
the food tonight.
this is
thank
your
you, man.
First comic ever.
That is
yeah,
awesome, dude.
Yeah, number 1000, June 2018. He said
There
I
you
should
go.
get the 1930s edition.
Nice, man. That's cool.
Came
Cool.
in a cover. Hopefully, I'll be the next antique archaeologist. I'll be busting through the hoarders, saying like this guy.
It's worth some money. It's worth some money.
Oh,
That's right.
That's a beautiful comic, buddy. I gotta tell you what, there's nowhere to go but down from here, buddy. Once you start collecting comics, it's too much fun, man.
it's nostalgic.
Yeah. It's so enjoyable. It's so enjoyable. You gonna go home and read it? Or you just gonna hang it on the shelf?
I don't know. So I've read so many things about you should never break the seams, never break the back. So it's kind of hard not to say. In 1930s, you kind of want to take a peek. So
Right?
you never know.
You got to be gentle when you're holding that thing. That's
It's like a lady.
absolutely. Well, Restoration has some really big stuff coming up, right? You guys are.
For sure. So we're opening up for lunch May 1st.
Oh,
we're gonna
wow.
go live starting at 11 o'clock in the morning. Starting on May 1st, we're opening up a brand new menu.
Awesome.
We'll be adding 5 new things to the menu, and going to be open later on Sunday. So from 6, we're going to push our hours to 8. So all those families and everybody.
That's great, man. That's great. Restoration has been one of my top spots for a long time in Delaware. I live here in Delaware, and great beer, great food, great atmosphere. If I'm going out to eat, taking my kids or anything, that's where I'm going. And so we got great love for Restoration. Frank sat down and done a podcast with us a while ago. A couple of months ago, and had a ton of fun with him. The beer you guys provided tonight for the Action Comics 1000 party at Secret Identity.
Did you mean to do the Yellow Sun? Like, did you mean to make it into a Superman theme kind
Actually, we made that especially for you guys tonight.
Heck yeah,
Yeah, that's
man.
great,
Good
man.
Pretty cool.
stuff. That's where Superman gets his powers from, the Yellow Sun. That's what's
Frank.
up.
He's the big
Heck
bag of
yeah,
judgment.
dude.
So,
That's awesome. That's awesome. I didn't know if that was. It sounded a little too coincidental, but I said that's awesome,
Big
man.
Frank's a good dude. So
Heck yeah.
I've gone to them since they've opened. So I take my family there, and it's a good place to go. I wouldn't change it for the world. So it's
That's
been a
awesome.
pleasure and an honor to work for them. So
That's awesome,
you
man.
guys have enjoyed this tonight. So first comic book.
Heck yeah, man.
I don't know, gotta check it out. Keep
keep
away from my 11-month-old for sure.
There you go. That's the most important thing.
Keep that
Let
puppy
them
put
know
Yeah.
this is for Dad.
Yeah, that's right.
Never know, we might be on antique archaeology.
You never know.
That's right.
When Mike or Fritz is like old as can be, you never know.
They might find it in like a wall that was drywalled over, like, you know what I mean? Like, you hear those stories about like an Action Comics #1, like found in like a wall.
Yeah, I mean, they said this is like a rare one to get, so
Heck yeah.
I don't know anything about comics.
So we will say this, a couple of weeks ago, this guy, the biggest Superman fan I know, was holding a Superman comic #1. It was missing its cover. Comic was worth $30,000.
Yeah, crazy. I was holding it too. I did not want to spill any beer on that, man. I was
One
like,
dude looked like he was about to puke on it. One of our guys.
Forgive me, I'm not sure. My buddy Jeff owns a comic book store downtown. His buddy works for it's a car dealership, CarMax.
Okay.
Off of Sawmill.
Okay.
Jeff. And so they own a comic store downtown Columbus.
Okay.
And they've got some rare comics. But you hear any more these days of these comics like just being crazy amounts of money. It's insane. Think about people from
That's nuts. We just spent 100.
1930s and 20s to still have comics that are like in this shape today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Comics are fun, man.
We spent $175 on a comic for this guy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy, dude.
Nothing. I mean,
Like,
I
it's nuts.
donated.
I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but
I
when you
put
don't make
15
any
bucks
money,
in just so the kids that don't have the tax to pay for the whatever comics they come in, hey, donate the rest.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, but
That's
you
great.
might as well pay it forward, right?
yeah, for sure.
All right, man. I think
Hey,
it's
been a pleasure, guys.
dude.
Hey,
Thank
nice
you
to
for
meet you,
sitting down with us.
Come visit me soon and
yeah.
come visit us for lunch. you know.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Changing the
Starting
lunch
May
menu
1st.
up. Yeah, so we're gonna do a
Starting May
lunch
1st,
menu.
Restoration's going to be offering lunch, and I got to tell you,
baby.
great place to go, great place to be. Bring your family, bring your friends, tell everybody about it. Great beer, great food, great place to hang out. All right, the Heroes by the Pint are cashing out of this
I gotta go
episode.
get in line, dude.
That's right. You got to get in line. They're already out of the 60s
Yeah, I know.
cover.
I'm like shedding a tear over here.
Hey, little secret, I prepaid 15 minutes ago, so I'm just saying, you know.
Maybe that's what I,
I didn't
should
know
have
anything
done.
about comics, so
I should have got in on that secret.
that's
too.
right.
All right.
provide the beer, you get all kind of treats. And enjoy, guys. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
This is the Heroes by the Pint podcast. We are the glassy-eyed geeks. We are getting in line for our Action Comics 1000. We have had an incredible night hanging out at Secret Identity, partying with the beer mongers. Check them out anywhere on social media. Partying with Restoration Brewing, and I'm ready for that Superman.
Partying with you, man. Partying
dude,
with the other geek,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, this is a geek party, no doubt, man.
for
There's
sure.
a ton of people you can obviously see on the video. Everyone, please check it out.
Yeah.
Man, we have just had an incredible night. Once again, Secret Identity Comics has
Can't say it
our
enough.
heart.
That's right. That's right.
All right, we are out.